Okay, I'm here with Veronica Ferri, and she is a. What are you? What's your? Are you?
Official name.
You're an official. No, do you have an official name here?
I'm a staff at Madonna House here in Cumbermere. Yeah, and I'm pretty new, so I just made my second renewals of my promises. So, yeah, we take promises of poverty, chastity, and obedience here. Different stages of that you renew, and then after 7 years, you can make a final promise to stay forever.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're in you made your 2-year promise right now. Okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about Our Lady of Cumbermere then.
Okay, so when Catherine first came here in 1947, she immediately started praying to Our Lady of Cumbermere, because you can pray to Our Lady of wherever you are.
Yeah.
So Our Lady of Ottawa, Our Lady of Toronto.
Our Lady of Vancouver.
Exactly. And it wasn't until the 1960 that we actually got her statue here, and it was dedicated by Bishop Smith. And we had permission to make medals, and you can have prayers to her. So this has been a bit of a devotional site now. Yeah, so Our Lady's been a strong presence here in Cumbermere from the beginning.
Cool. Well, we're at Madonna House here, so that's founded by Catherine Doherty, right?
That's
so
right.
Tell us a little bit about Catherine,
Okay.
if you can. Yeah.
I can.
Okay, good.
So she was born in 1868, and she was born, she's known as the Russian Baroness because she was actually born into like a wealthy family, but her mother always taught her to serve the poor. Her father too, whoever came into the door, this was Christ, so they always served. So really her spiritual teachers were her parents, and so we've gotten a lot of that through her. So she didn't ever try to start an apostolate. I think it kind of just found her.
Yeah.
And so she came, she fled actually as a refugee during the Russian Revolution happened. And she was working as a nurse in the Russian Revolution. She fled over to North America, and she was searching for what to do for God. And she had always had this search in her heart since she was a little girl, to serve God. So when she rediscovered that, she started doing these apostolic work in the States, friendship houses, like a Catholic workers movement sort of. So that was more the early days, in the 30s. She was starting these friendship houses, doing a lot of outreach to people who are in need, starting clubs for boys and girls, doing all sorts of activities.
And that was more for like a homeless kind of like people and stuff like that, or more?
For anyone who had a need, could come through a door. I mean, from clothing and shelter to school, organizing lectures, trying to get people educated. And then when she ended up in Harlem, she was becoming more aware in herself of being with the poor, of identifying with them. And this is something I think that we get from our Eastern brothers and sisters in a stronger sense of identification with, to the point of being one with them. And that was something that she really brought here, because it was after Friendship House that she was basically a failure at. She came to Cumbermere for a rest. Yeah.
And it's really kind of taken off from there. It's been.
Yeah, I think she didn't know anything was going to happen, but God did. So. When she came in 1947, she started meeting some of her neighbors and started serving them and doing midwifery. And she came with her husband, Eddie Doherty. Both of them were just trying to live a simple life here. And,
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Madonna House. So how many? It's people that are like make promises like yourself, and
yes.
How big is it?
Well, I think first of all, it's most important to know about Madonna House is that it's laymen, laywomen, and priests living together in community. So Father Callahan came in 1950. He was the first priest to actually join Madonna House, which was, a big deal for Catherine. She didn't expect that. Father Eddie became an Eastern Rite priest, and they took a vow of celibacy. And people just started coming to her because they found her to be, something drew them. It was Christ in her, really, and she was able to speak to the youth of the time, to anyone who was coming through. It was a place that she could start to begin to show how to live a Christian life in a sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then how many people are like staff in Madonna House now? Like how big is it?
Well,
do you know?
I always get this wrong. I know there's apparently over 200.
Wow.
Yeah, because we have different field houses throughout the world, and they're not as big as here. This is our training center here in Combermere. So there's over 100 people here.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's always guests coming through. So the guests come, they live the life here with us, and so they're really our brothers and sisters here too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for me, when I've visited too, it's always been a time of great peace and just
fun.
And fun. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's always been great fun here, and something I've loved to come back here. And right now, actually, there are two CCO staff members that are visiting as well. So there's two.
Oh, yeah.
So Jasmine Bean and Ian Anderson
Okay.
are both here for the week as well. So just before our staff gathering. So yeah. And so well, then tell us about the work then.
Okay. Well, as you know, you probably arrived and started work right away. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Varied things and.
Yes. I think a big element of living in Madonna House is recognizing that your work is your prayer, and your prayer, becomes something that you can offer to God for anyone in the whole world. For you might not even know who it is that you might be doing with. So for laundry, you're washing the clothes, you're clothing the naked, and you're fulfilling these Christian obligations with as much love as possible, and that's what Catherine was trying to teach. It was that we can love one another in the little things we do every day.
Cool.
And this is a place to start. It's a beginning, really.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.